Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Today I'm going to start a new series. What is the name of this series? Confusing words. In bank exams, not only in bank exams, SSC also, quite often they ask questions related to confusing words. As such, they are confusing. Under pressure, definitely more confusing, not easy to spot the error. And every day from today, I'm going to bring 10 words. They go with confusing words. Let us look at the first sentence. If they had told you about the situation they were in, what would have been your advice to them? When it comes to confusing words, you got to read the sentence very carefully, meticulously. Every word matters, and you have to cross check once, twice. Only then you have to decide whether there's an error or there's no error. But this one is rather easy. If they had told you, you have to tell yourself this goes with a past perfect tense, a past conditional. Past conditional. For if clause, we use past perfect tense. If they had told you, about the situation they were in, what would have been your advice to them? There's an error in the third part. What is the error? The word advice is not correct here, though it looks correct. What is the reason? In this sentence, in this context, we have to use the noun form. If you take the word advise, VISE, that is a verb form, and ADVICE is a noun form. In this example, we have to use a noun form. If they had told you about the situation they were in, what would have been your advice to them? So VISE is not correct. It should be VICE. What is VICE? That is a noun form. So these two they have given in many exams. One is a verb. Meaning wise, there's no difference, but one is a verb, the other one is a noun. And when you read the sentence meticulously, you will be able to spot the error. Otherwise, you take it for granted. Poverty can affect anyone, regardless of age, race, gender, or social background. Poverty can affect. Here it is not effect, it has to be affect. Can affect. Can is a helping verb. After any helping verb, if we have to use a verb, that verb should be in the basic form without to. For that, we use a term bare infinitive. That means what? Affect is a verb. Here we have to use the verb. Affect is a verb. Poverty can affect anyone. AFFECT. And what is this word effect? Listen very carefully. Effect can be a verb, but generally we don't use it as a verb. Can be a noun. Generally, usage point of view, we use the word effect as a noun, not as a verb. Only in literary expressions, formal written English, effect is used as a verb. But generally, from a layman's point of view, generally speaking, we use affect. Remember, exam point of view, affect is a verb, effect is a noun. Here we have to use a verb in the basic form without to, that is bare infinitive. So we cannot say effect, we have to say effect. Effect means to make the change, bring the change, effect the impact. Poverty can affect anyone, not affect anyone. An important question. Sentence number three. The term tattoo cover ups can also allude to the kind of tattoo art that serves to mask one tattoo under another. The term tattoo cover ups can also allude to the kind of tattoo art that serves to mask one tattoo under another. Now, everyone knows the word tattoo, the young generation especially. This is a bit difficult to understand. Where is the error? The term tattoo cover ups, nothing wrong with this part, can also elude. Elude is not the right word here. Elude means to escape, avoid. Here, the context talks about refers to something indirectly. Based on that, we have to use the word elude, ALLUDE, not ELUDE. So, what is the correct sentence? The term tattoo cover ups can also elude, ALLUDE, to the kind of tattoo art that serves to mask one tattoo under another. So, here you have to think of two words, they come under confusing words. One is elude. means refer to something indirectly, refer to something indirectly. And what is the other word? Elude. It means to escape. Success has been eluding him, not able to get success, to escape. Elude, elude. Both the words are they come under confusing words. Sentence number 4. Years ago, he had been jilted at the altar by a girl he thought he loved. Years ago, he had been jilted, means shocked or surprised all of a sudden at the altar. Altar, you all know the word alternative. Alter means change. But here we are not talking about that. We are talking about the platform, ALTAR. In a church or a religious place, there's a raised platform where something is offered to God. We use the word altar. More or less the same pronunciation. But what is the spelling? ALTAR. And what is the word altar? And ALTAR is a noun. Alter, that is a verb. Change verb. Here, appropriate word is the first one, not this one. So, what is the right word over here? ALTAR. Again, not easy. And while taking the exam, every word has to be respected. The question whether this book has received the assent of Convocation cannot be treated at length here. The question whether this book has received the approval, that's what the context talks about. So approval, this is not the word. What is the right word? Assent. ASSENT. Assent is different. Assent means approval, agree, approve. And what is the word given? Ascent. Ascent, climb up. It goes with mountaineering, hiking, trekking, not hiking, trekking, mountaineering, especially. Ascent, going up, descent, coming down. The question whether this book has received the approval, the assent of Convocation cannot be treated at length here. Then the sentence is correct. Why don't you curl up on the couch and get your bare feet off this cold floor? Why don't you curl up to bring your body very close on the couch and get your bare feet? Here, feet, noun, before that, an adjective, bare. Bare is, it could be a noun, it could be a verb. As a noun, you all know teddy bear, brown bear, grizzly bear, polar bear. As a verb, it has so many meanings to tolerate something. I can't bear the noise means I cannot tolerate the noise. But here we are not talking about that. We are talking about feet, not covered, uncovered. Not covered, then what is the right word? BARE, bare. Bare body, bare feet, barefoot means not covered, not covered. And BEAR, it can be a noun, it can be a verb. As a noun, you all know the animal bear, but as a verb, it has a lot of many meanings. Here, the right word or appropriate word, BARE, bare feet, bare body, means not covered. Sentence number 7. This prospect, however, was dissipated, diluted by the invasions of the Magyar hordes group of people in the 10th century, the brunt of which was borne by Moravia. Context is unfamiliar, not easy to understand, but there is one particular word. This prospect, no problem. However, contrasting information was dissipated, an important word, diluted by the invasions of the Magyar hordes in the 10th century. Century, we have to use a definite article, the, no error. The brunt of which, there's one idiomatic expression, bear the brunt, means what? Take the maximum negative impact of something to the maximum extent, then we say bear the brunt. He had to bear the brunt. The brunt of which was born. Here we cannot use BORN, we have to use born, BORNE, means what? Was carried by, was experienced by Moravia. So there are two, there's one particular verb, bear, Another one, the past form bore, and here the bear, this verb as a verb, a different meaning altogether. And past participle, there are two forms. BOR and born means give birth, give birth to someone or something, an animal. And the other one, past participle form, BORNE, it means to carry something, carry something. In this context, was born, was carried by Moravia. So it is not BORN, it has to be BORNE. Bear, bore, same. But the past participle form, BORN, give birth. I was born in Vishakhapatnam. I was born and brought up. And here, BORN, it is always in passive voice because your mother gives birth to you. I was born so and so place. And BORNE means to carry. From this word, you have waterborne diseases, airborne diseases, and here born to carry. So the right word is BORNE. After a heated canvass in which he made a series of brilliant speeches, he was beaten by a narrow margin in New York. Speeches, brilliant speeches. The context goes with elections. And based on the contextual awareness, here it is not canvas. We have to use double S. Then you may ask, so what is the difference between CANVAS, canvas? Canvas goes with painters, painting, painting, painters. The piece of cloth on which a painter paints, that is called canvas. But what is the word here? CANVASS, canvas, means campaign. At the time of elections, people go door to door, or they conduct, they organize rallies, and they give brilliant speeches. For that, the right word canvas, canvassing. And what is the spelling of that? Double S, not single S. Single S refers to painting, painters, a piece of cloth. Its streets are wide and well constructed, and there are 16 public parks, three of which, East Lake, Lakeview, and Capitol, are particularly attractive. It talks of this is again unfamiliar context, not at all easy to spot the error. Here there is one word capital. Before that, we have to use the definite article. I'm sorry, this is not the right word capital. We have to use the word TOL, capital. Capital refers to the building, administrative building. And if you take the US, the capital is Washington, D.C. There you have the administrative building next to the president's house, the house of the US president, Capitol Hill, it is called. So, capital, here it should be TOL, not TAL. TAL refers to something else completely different. So, not easy. You have to know two words. One is capital, goes with a country, the main administrative unit. But here, CAPITOL, this refers to a building, administrative building. So, here we have to use TOL, not TAL. When painting the kitchen cabinets, Anna picked a color that would complement her floors. There are two words, they come under confusing words. One is complement with the letter I, complement with the letter E. Very confusing under pressure. Here you have to read the sentence and understand the context. This word complement, COMPLIMENT, it means praise. Praise is someone. The context does not talk about that. Then what is the other word? Complement. Something that completes. Something that completes. Goes with something else. Based on the context, we have to use a word complement, COMPLEMENT, not PLIPLEMENT, complement. Complementary means some works completes another work, related work or unrelated, it doesn't matter. But compliment, COMPLI, compliment refers to praising someone. He gave a compliment. She has given a compliment. a different meaning altogether. For today, only these 10. You have got 10 pairs. What are the 10 pairs you have got? You should make a note separately and always try to revise once or twice and practice more questions. Then, in the exam, when you come across these words, advice or compliment, all the 10 pairs you have to have at your fingertips, then you become alert and you read the sentence meticulously. You will be able to spot the error. That's all for today. Thank you very much.